3, 2, 1.
What's up everyone, Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture, July 16th, 2018. Want to do a quick update video on Litecoin price. We'll probably touch Bitcoin for a brief minute. And before we hop in and talk about this and get into the charts, I do want to throw something out there, which is why does technical analysis work? Or at least why does it work for me? I started this channel because I use technical analysis and wanted to throw my ideas out there into the social media, crypto sphere. And so that's why I started the channel, and I get more and more comments about technical analysis is a joke, it doesn't work, why do you waste your time? So I'm gonna take the first couple minutes of this video and explain why I waste my time, and I'm gonna give some examples, some most recent examples. And let's just jump right in and do it. And to really set the stage here, I want to show a video that I did July 6th, 2018, which was 10 days ago. So let's take a quick look. And you can really see it happening over and over again. And then we finally did have a breakup. Just like we had that, it wouldn't be a bad thing to have confirmed support in this general area of Bitcoin as well. So what might that look like? Like, what could a bullish scenario, even in a pullback right now, look like? Well, it could look like a possible head and shoulders on the daily, right? If we have a pullback right now, a possible head and shoulders on the daily forming, which is an incredibly bullish scenario, bullish indicator. So that was from 10 days ago. And I want to talk about that video real quick, which is to say that video was kind of a bearish video, at least short-term bearish, because I was really analyzing the stock RSI and how we were overbought. And I'll just show you real quick. It was right where this orange line is. You can see the stock RSI close to 100. And I just talked about how in recent history, and it was like 11 out of 12 times or something when the stock RSI was up here on the daily, there was a pullback. So it was a short-term bearish analysis of why a pullback was likely to happen, but how it could potentially be a bullish move to create a reverse head and shoulders. And so 10 days later, here we are, and you can see, if I get my price range, so it was like right around there. So we had a dip down 8%. After I did that video, and then obviously back up to where we are now, to like I guess we didn't, I don't think we touched 6,700, did we? So this daily candle has us touching $6,700. So key resistance area, obviously, but that's for another video. We've been talking about it. So my point, technical analysis gave me the insight to say, here's something that you can anticipate. And you can anticipate pretty confidently and comfortably because of the data, everything that was lining up, the stock RSI, this previous support that we had here at the bottom around $5,700, $5,800 Bitcoin. And so that's kind of one thing. The other thing I do want to talk about is a tweet that I had that was on July 11th. So that was 5 days ago. I said it's been almost a few weeks testing these levels. I think we'll have a fairly good idea of what direction this ship is headed by July 17th. And you can see I put the line there for July, I don't know why the line on this chart is the 14th, but it should have been the 17th. So we'll see where the direction of the ship is headed by July 17th. And here's the daily. This is when I made that tweet right here. And July 17th is obviously tomorrow. And you can see we've gotten a sense, at least short term, of the direction of this ship. In terms of on the daily, this is a very bullish indicator that we saw support down here, right? And we saw support right after I tweeted, actually during that tweet, basically, we saw support at these levels. We didn't trade below it, we didn't create a new low, which is good. And that leads us into the next piece of technical analysis that we've been tracking if you've been watching these videos or following me on Twitter, which is simply the reverse head and shoulders on the 4-hour on Litecoin. We've been tracking that, and that recently broke the neckline and more importantly, broke the 50 EMA, which we kind of defined as a more, or just a better neckline to look at, even though it's not really right alongside the neckline. It was a stronger area of possible resistance to break through. This was a very small reverse head and shoulders. So that 50 EMA we were kind of looking at as a neckline a little bit higher up, and we broke that. So to end really this video where you kind of get a sense of where we are technical analysis wise with Litecoin, I want to throw this out there. Bitcoin right now is trying to form and confirm that reverse head and shoulders on the daily, right? There's that stinking 6,700 some dollar resistance area that it has not broken yet. I want to throw out there that right now, even though the market is feeling good and things are bullish, you know, we could trade back down and we can have like a 5-7, percent red candle tomorrow. That could start now. We can start kind of trading sideways now and then leading into a red candle tomorrow. And we can come retest these areas, right? We can retest the low of the shoulder and then a bounce back to approach that resistance area. But one thing I do want to say is if Bitcoin cannot break this resistance area, and especially if it hits resistance now, right? And we do bounce back down, that's going to be a third time bounce off of this area. That's not good. That's not bullish. So right now you can look to Bitcoin to really see where things are going to head in the market as a whole. And so if that happens, if Bitcoin does see resistance and we get a small bounce, you can see right now Litecoin right around where it is trading about 4 to 5% above the 50 EMA right now. So for Litecoin, a slight pullback right now would not be a bad thing, especially if you watch my videos on reverse head and shoulders. A pullback to a neckline area for support is a good thing. So you can kind of look in the $78 range, $78 to $79 range for possible support for Litecoin, and then a bounce up would be bullish. So a pullback on Bitcoin and Litecoin right now, 5-7%, it would not be a bad thing. It would be better if we can just continue this mini bull trend that we're on right now, but time will tell. And lastly, you can even see on the Litecoin 4-hour, we're pretty up there on the stock RSI. So a slight pullback may be in order before a continued uptrend. So time will tell. All in all, I know a lot of you are feeling better, right? It's always nice when you're kind of making new short-term highs and hopefully a higher low if we do come back down. But again, time will tell. But I wanted to talk about where the prices are in Bitcoin and Litecoin right now. And I also want to talk about why we do technical analysis. It simply makes me feel more comfortable accumulating. It makes me more comfortable anticipating dips, anticipating possible bull runs, because a lot of times the patterns do hold true. History does repeat itself. The historical data sometimes really helps you make the right decision. So this isn't financial advice, obviously. This is completely my approach to the market, my opinion. I enjoy just tracking what's going on. And if you're watching this video, I hope you enjoy it too. I really appreciate you coming by. I will see you in the next video, and God bless.